Morning students, I welcome you for this today's session and I hope you are all fine. In the last class, what are the things we discussed? Can you remember? So in the last class, I did problems in that work and energy, exercise problems, right? So some problems I finished and 2 or 3 problems will be remaining is there. So today we are going to solve the remaining problems. So I hope you will enjoy. So take a paper or take a note, just note it. Okay student, today we are going to see that work and energy, remaining problems. Some problems we left no, so that problems I am going to teach and we will revise that work and energy also. Okay, so already I completed some problems in that exercise part, am I right? In the last time, how can we calculate that work done? So based on that work done concept, we finished a few problems, am I right students? Okay, anyway, so today we are going to see that same like that work, how can we calculate that work? So that problems we are going to do. So just listen. So the problem number is question number 10. Okay. So question number 10. Question number 10. So what is that question number 10? An object of mass 40 kg is raised to a height of 5 meter above the ground. And what is its potential energy? So I think this problem I finished, right? Am I right? So that problem we finished. Okay, we'll move to that next problem. So your next problem is question number 17. Okay, so question number 17. So in that calculate the work done. So first one, calculate. So calculate the work done. Calculate the work done to stop a car. Calculate the work done to stop a car of 1500 kg mass, okay, moving at a velocity of 60 km per hour. 60 km per hour. Okay. See, one thing you have to notice first, how to solve this problem. So calculate the work done to stop a car. So first one, identify which one they asked. Work done they asked. To stop a car. So underline this one. To stop a car of mass. So 1500 kg, that means mass they given. Having at a velocity of 60 km per hour. That means when it is moving, the car is moving. The moving car we are going to stop. That time, what is the work done? Okay, so just apply your that motion lesson. What are the things you studied? Just apply that concept. Okay, so initial velocity, final velocity, that concept. So here, moving at a velocity of 60 km per hour, that gave means, so moving at a velocity of 60 km per hour means, so first we have to find that given data. So write that given data, first given value. So what are the given values? So mass they given, mass equal to 1500 kg. Next one, moving at a velocity of, that means initial velocity. It has initial velocity 60 km per hour. Okay. And next one, the calculate the work done required to be stop a car. So to stop. So when you are going to stop a car means, what is your final velocity? Your final velocity should be 0 meter per second. Okay. Okay. So work done, we know that what is that work done? So work done is nothing but change in kinetic energy. Okay. So work done equal to, so change in kinetic energy. So this is that concept. Work done should be equal to change in kinetic energy. So as you know that from the given values, so initial velocity they gave 60 km per hour. So 60 km per hour means, so first one what we have to do, convert this one 60 km per hour. So kilometer per hour convert into meter per second. So how to convert meter per second? 60 into 5 by 18. Am I right? 60 into 5 by 18. Okay. So now we have to just 3 6 are 18 and 10 6 are 60. 10 into 5 are 50. So 50 divided by 3. Okay. So further we can cancel, but it will come decimal point, no? So just keep this value, so that only, because we are going to find that kinetic energy, no? So kinetic energy we have to square it. So if it is decimal point came, means you will get confusion. So I will keep this 50 divided by 3 itself. So that means V equal to 50 divided by 3 meter by second. Just keep this value, V equal to 50 divided by 3. Why I am not dividing means, if I divide means change in kinetic energy we have to apply, no? So half m V square will come. So V square will come means 50 divided by 3 means we will get some decimal point value. So then we have to square it, some of them they will get confused, so that only. But you know how, if you divide means you can divide it and then you can work out this problem. Okay, anyway I will keep this 50 by 3 meter per second. Okay, first one. So the car is in moving, that means motion. Okay, so that energy is equal to kinetic energy, right? Change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy means first one, u equal to 0. First u equal to 0, then v equal to 50 divided by 3. Okay, 50 divided by 3 meter by second, u equal to 0 meter per second. So what is the kinetic energy? So kinetic energy of this first case, that means half into m into u square. So kinetic energy of this case, kinetic energy equal to half into m into v square. Am I right? So mass is constant, mass will not be changing, so mass is constant. So first I will write the first case, I will solve. So u equal to 0 meter by second I will take, and mass equal to 1500 kg. Okay, so we have to write kinetic energy formula, so which is equal to half into, so mass how much? 1500 into half m u square, no? So u square means 0 into 0, right? 0 square means 0 into 0 only, no? So if you multiplied anything, okay, if you multiplied just any number with 0 means that value will be 0. So kinetic energy when it is, see, when it is moving, right, they give moving. So that means moving means your u should be 60 km per hour, your v should be, so this v. Okay, so just don't get confused. V should be 0, u should be 60 km per hour. Okay, so just change it, don't get confused. Okay, v should be 0, so that means kinetic energy when they are stopping. So when they are stopping, that time kinetic energy will be 0. Okay, when it is moving, that means u equal to 50 divided by 3 meter per second. Am I right? So kinetic energy, just calculate. So half into mass 1500 into u square. So u square means 50 divided by 3 whole square. Am I right? Okay, so we can write further. So half into 1500 into 50. So a by b whole square means a square divided by b square. So that means 50 square. So 2500 divided by 3 square, 9. Okay, so can we cancel it any term? So 1 2s are 2, 7 2s are 14, remaining 1. So that 1 will come with 0, that means 5 2s are 10. So 750. So 750 into 2500 into 9, so divided by 9. Okay, so 750 into 2500 divided by 9. Okay, so is there any chance? Is there 750 into 2500? So we have to multiple. Okay, so we have to multiple and divide it. There is no case here. Okay, anyway we'll try it. Okay, so here 3 3s are 9. Here 2 3s are 6, remaining 1. So 5 3s are 15. So 253s are 253s are here 750. So 250 into 2500 in divided by 3. Okay, so now we can cancel this one here. Which one? 2500 divided by 3. Yeah, okay, so this one will cancel. Okay, so 1 3s are 3, so 8 3s are 24, remaining 1. So 1 0 means 3 3s are 9, remaining 1, and 10 will come. 3 3s are 9, so 3 3s are 9, so it will go this kind of, right? So 83.33, so this kind of will go, no, so it will go this kind of. So that means just multiple this value 83.333 into 2500. So 2500 means, see, for 20, for 10 this decimal point will go here, for one more 0 this decimal point will go here. That means we have to multiple, what is the value, 8333. So 8333.33 into 25. So we have to multiple this value. So 3 5s are 15, here 3 5s are 15, and 16 here 3 5s are 15, 16, so 15 16, here 16, and here 1, so 40 41, and then 3 2s are 6, and 3 2s are here 6 here. Okay, how many 6 came here, and one more 6, 3 6 2s are 6, and 8 2s are 16. So 5 12 6 is 13, here 13, here 13, here 6 7 8, and 6 plus 4 10, here 1 1 plus 1, so 20833.25 coming, no. So that means we have to put decimal point. He see here how many point, 1 2, decimal point after 2 digit. So 2 digit means we have to look at from the back side 1 2, so we have to put that digit. So that means your answer is actually, so 208,333, okay, 333 0.25, okay, so 25 joule. So this is that energy. Okay, so anyway I'll write in the next one. So energy equal to 208,333.25 joule. If you put that 1 point decimal point means 1 point decimal approximation means just look at that decimal point after, if you want only one digit means here 2, here 5. So 5 or more than 5 means we can add plus 1 to the previous digit. That means what is your answer? So energy equal to 208,333.3 joule. Okay, if we are going to write in terms of only one decimal point after that, so that means energy should be equal to, so here 208,333.3 joule. So this is your correct answer, students. So this is for the energy. Okay, so the energy for the second case. So now that energy equal to, that work done equal to change in kinetic energy, no. So work done equal to change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy means when it is moving, that time. So what is that time when it is moving means we found that 20833 point something. When it is at stop means 0 we found. So change in kinetic energy means that big value minus small value. Okay, so that means 20833 and 3 point, here 3 minus 0, right? So this is for when it is moving, this is for when it is going to stop. So this is called change in kinetic energy. So work done should be equal to, so 208,333.3 minus 0. So your answer is work done equal to 208,333.3. okay, so 0.3 joule. So this is your correct answer, students. Okay, so I will explain again. First, the given data is the car is moving, that time we have to calculate the kinetic energy. The car is going to stop means that time we are going to calculate the kinetic energy. So work done should be equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, so work done on any object should be equal to change in kinetic energy. So first case what you found, second case what you found. So which value should be bigger, that value you have to write first, and which value is smaller, that one value you have to write in the second. So that means 208,333.3 minus 0 joule means, so you will get one answer. So 208,000, that same answer. Okay, when you are subtracting that value, you are getting that same answer only. Okay, am I right, students? So this kind of only you have to calculate. And 50 divided by 3, sir, can we cancel it and we can square it as, sir? We can cancel it, but anyway it will come some more decimal points will come. So if you know exactly how to calculate that decimal point square also, so then you can go to confident with that. Otherwise you can keep that 50 divided by 3 and then you have to do it further itself, and you will get that correct answer. Okay students, so any method you can follow. Okay, so what they asked, work done they asked, so we have to found. Okay students, in the next slide we will solve some more problem and I will revise that.